Okay, so I think this will be the last video for today. So on the VK article of why the world no longer wants a Russian wife, which is lots of sarcasm, lots of negative viewpoints and criticism. But let's just take a look. As friends sent it to me to help me supposedly understand Slavic culture. This same guy actually just refuses to date Russian women. He's in Russia. So I have just found this from both sides, to be honest. It's not a gender-based thing. You find Russian women have the bad experience with the Russian man, so they're never dating a Russian man, vice versa. The Russian men are just like done with Russian women because of blah, blah, blah. So we're going to do point 3 of the article. So it is a Russian woman is selfless equals a Russian woman believes money isn't her problem. Her approach to finances is peculiar. Darling, your salary is our money and mine is only mine. A man simply has no right to earn little, and what counts as a little or enough is decided not by the husband, but by her. She won't try to earn more herself. She'll educate the man instead, nagging and scandals to push him up the career ladder or onto a fourth job. In short, see point 2, which we did, which was the point 2 is point 2. You can go look at it. The Russian woman doesn't compete with a man. The Russian woman's incapable partnership, carries on about how she runs the household. So let's address 3. So is it different to the West? Highly doubtful. Highly doubtful. Even women in career positions some have a mindset of they wouldn't date a man that actually earns less than them. That's their issue. Some men have issues with being with a woman that earns more than them. So, if you want to let money rule your life, go right ahead and let it interfere with you, probably going past your perfect partner just because of pieces of paper with numbers on them, because that's the way to decide your love life, isn't it? So it's culture-based, culture. So in the West, when the man is the breadwinner, he would basically give the wife an allowance and he would budget. So I've actually heard from someone that lived in Japan, and I didn't know this, but in Japan, the man literally hands all his money over to the woman, and she runs the household. She is like the accountant of the house. So, I'm not versed enough to have studied the culture of every single country on this planet. Nowhere near it. So we all have our sweeping generalizations, probably because we can't find the time in a day to educate ourselves on every culture. So we resort to sweeping generalizations to make ourselves feel more comfortable that we know something, for the mere sake of thinking we know something, because we might know more than Fred over there, because somehow it makes some people feel better. Whereas I'm like, if there's something to be learned, why not go learn it? So, but you meet these people. Remember, what was the joke? There was a joke I live at Tenerife, and the other person's like, I live at 11 Reef. It's like there's always someone. If you climbed Mount Everest, they've climbed something else, and they've done it in their sleep with 2 broken arms. It's like, good on them. Good on them. Be a hero. It's like, but so this is culture. So if the woman is running the house, the man finances the house, he's going to work, he comes home, he more than likely would expect dinner to be made, etc., and a clean house. And it's a form of exchange, right? So yeah, I mean, things can be equal, and then there's a mindset where things are transactional. Like some women will just go, oh, but have sex with the husband tonight because he bought me the Mercedes Benz. But it's not about love. There's no emotion in it. It's like, he does this for me, I do that for him. And it's just, if it works for them, it works for them. It's just like, but yeah, this actually, I've encountered something where if I haven't been very motivated in my past to become a millionaire, I've been questioned on, why were you like that? Why didn't you want to be the millionaire? Why didn't you just go for the money? Because I'd probably rather go out and do something I enjoy. I mean, in Slavic culture, they have absolutely beautiful, wonderful phrasing, which the West don't have. This is why some people think languages in themselves can be beautiful things. The words themselves can be amazing and different. And this is why some people learn different languages. I'm trying to learn Russian because I love to read like a Dostoevsky book or read a Pushkin poem and get the full nuanced meaning of it. And so they will, and I love the way some Slavic phrases are. Someone like, what is your mood today? Is a typical Russian phrase. Hello, Bradley, what is your mood? Okay. We will go, hey, how are you feeling? And so it's nuanced, but it's, I just find it interesting how an entire nation has that saying for one thing. And then there's another thing of like, my emotions ran high at the concert. It's not like, it was an emotional, they used the word emotion instead of feelings. So thank you for the emotions we shared today, or instead of saying thanks for the nice time having a picnic by the river. It's just very nuanced, and it's really quite delightful because it does encapsulate the experience far, far more in a much more nuanced way. So back to point 3. So and this all reigns back in. I know I go off on tangents. I'm doing it because I basically watch a YouTuber who will probably work out who he is, and he will just turn the video on and no editing and go for it. Incredible channel this guy has. So, yeah, so I mean, there's a thing later on where Slavic women are renowned for their beauty, for their self-care, for their looks, but some of it comes from the competitiveness back in the day, that if you were one guy and you had 4 women there to pick from, those women are going to be competitive. They want to look really super amazing, so you look at them. So, and this is pride. There's pride. I mean, I could critique the country I'm in and would be slammed for it, just repeatedly. but I can tell you what someone told me. So I'm not saying this, they're saying it. So someone was going to come over here for a holiday, or someone was looking at moving here from a city in Russia. So and quite a prestigious city. So they rang a friend up they knew and said, what do the people dress like in Australia? Okay, so all the Australians will flood the comment section, go, well, I don't look like that. And I'm not saying you do. I'm not saying it. This person said it. It's just a little bit laughable, and it's just something I'll probably never forget. So this person says to their female friend, what do the people dress like in Australia? And they go to this person, oh, the people in Australia dress as if they go to dig potatoes. Absolutely priceless line. There are men and women here who take good care of themselves, pride in their appearance, cleanly washed hair, smart clothing, no doubt about it. But you won't see in some Slavic countries, unless you get into Gopnik territory, which is the equivalent of bogans. Predominantly, I will say, having been to at least one Slavic country and one where there's a lot of Slavic people in it, the standard of dress is amazing. It's like you just see clean, smartly dressed people everywhere, and it's standard. Look, I grew up in Australia, and my mother was the same. My mother would not be seen in the same clothes in 2 days in a row. So if she was going to the shops, she would do herself up as if she was going out to the most expensive restaurant and a 3-course meal. If she just had to go and buy milk, she would do her hair, do her makeup, pick out a nice dress. And boy, I always remember she had 3 wardrobes of clothes and would sit there and say, Bradley, I've got nothing to wear. Priceless. It's really quite interesting. So anyway, we're probably at the end of point 3 with all of its stuff. So, yep, the Russian woman, because her place is to be the child bearer and the wife, and also hold down a job as well and be the superhero, she will go, husband, get out there and earn more money. Some might say she's got every entitlement to it. If she's holding down a full-time job, expected to come home, keep a clean house, raise children, look after the hubby, you'd be pretty okay in saying that there's not full equality going on there. And some will say marriage is a partnership, but it doesn't have to be a business partnership. It can be an emotional partnership. All right, so that's probably enough for this one. So I will probably take a break and be back with more. So I'll try and upload 1 a day at the moment. So, okay, take care, everyone.